Across the globe, 537 million people are living with diabetes. Early detection is critical, but traditional prediction tools often fall short. Even with huge amount of clinical data available, hospitals still face gaps in turning that information into reliable decision-making tools. And for a long time, machine learning methods rarely crossed the 80% accuracy mark in diabetes prediction. In 2022, researchers conducted a study to examine whether an ensemble model could perform better on the real patient records to see if accuracy could finally improve. The study published in Sensors investigates one question. Can ensemble machine learning methods detect diabetes earlier and more accurately than traditional models? It is titled An Ensemble Approach to Predict Early Stage Diabetes Risk Using Machine Learning, an empirical study by Laila, Khalid Mahbub, Abul Wahid Khan, Fahim Khan, and Wangbote Kun. The research focuses on early stages of diabetes to prevent complications like heart disease, kidney failure, blindness, and nerve damage. To answer this, the researchers turned into a real-world dataset. Their data came from the UCI Machine Learning Repository, collected at Shilet Diabetes Hospital in Bangladesh, and verified by physicians. A total of 520 patient records categorized into 320 positive cases and 200 negative cases, and each patient described through 17 clinical attributes like age, gender, polyuria, polydipsia, and sudden weight loss, itching, delayed healing, alopecia, and more. This dataset became the foundation for testing three ensemble techniques. This study compares three popular ensemble methods. AdaBoost, a boosting algorithm that builds models sequentially, each correcting the errors of the previous one. Bagging or bootstrap aggregation, where many decision trees are trained or random samples of the dataset. Random forest, an advanced form of bagging introducing randomness in both samples and tree splits, producing highly diverse trees. Why this tree? Because medical data is complex and nonlinear. To capture those patterns, no single model is enough. All experiments were done in Weka, using default settings and a rigorous tenfold cross-validation method. This means dataset was split into 10 equal parts, each used once for testing and 9 times for training, then average. This eliminates bias and prevent overfitting. The goal? To see which ensemble method can finally break that 80% accuracy ceiling. Did the ensemble approach work? Yes, and not just by a small margin. All three ensembles surpassed the historical limit. Random Forest, which has 71.115% accuracy, and Bagging, which has 94.615% accuracy, and AdaBoost, which has 90.576 accuracy. For the first time, ensemble methods achieve unprecedented accuracy in diabetes prediction using this specific 520 instance dataset. So for the errors, the random forest produced the lowest error rate. Mean absolute fell to 0.059 compared to AdaBoost 0.157, and random forest reduced errors by a factor of 3, meaning fewer misdiagnoses. Out of 520 patient cases, AdaBoost misclassified 49, Bagging misclassified 28, and Random Forest misclassified only 15. Random Forest reduced the false negatives by 56% compared to AdaBoost, meaning more patients at risk were correctly flagged early. So why does Random Forest perform so well? Because it aggregates 100 plus decision trees, each built from randomized feature subsets. No single tree dominates the outcome. Each contributes a vote. The result is a model that's both stable and accurate. In a screening set of 520 patients, Random Forest caught roughly 10 additional diabetic patients that AdaBoost would have missed. In real life, that 10 more people prevented from facing severe complications. This study confirms that the random forest is the most effective ensemble method for early stage diabetes prediction on this dataset. With 97.115% accuracy, minimal misclassifications, and strong validation, it breaks the long-standing barrier of 80% accuracy. But like any model, this model has boundaries. Data came only from Bangladesh. This limits geographic generalizability. Certain issues like age paradox show the need for medical expert validation. Only one dataset was used, and any model like this requires periodic retraining as patient risk factors evolve. So for future recommendations, they can test the model using data from different hospitals to make sure it works well everywhere, not just in their dataset. And finally, make the model easier for doctors to understand so can they trust how predictions are made. From this study, one lesson becomes clear. Ensemble methods are essential for high-stake fields like healthcare. And that's the real value of machine learning, bridging the gap between data science and clinical reliability. This study proves that machine learning isn't theoretical, it's practical.